Happy Sunday. Hold on. Take this mask off. Happy Sunday. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Fix this. Okay. All right. Once again, welcome to my live. It's your boy Elvis Dua, aka DJ More Life, and I'm here to talk to you about consistency, the importance of consistency, the real reason why consistency is key in every aspect that you do, every plan that you put in place. Right now, as I'm talking to you, there is, truckers from all over Canada meeting up in Ottawa, and they're charging to Ottawa so that because they're protesting the mandates, right? The mandatory vaccine mandates that they're protesting. And so these truckers all got together and they said they're going to consistently drive and push to strive to see, right? To continuously push. And what's happening now is if the longer the truckers strike, right, the more problems society faces because truckers deliver everything. Everything we see in our shelves is truckers. And so this is a collective effort that they're pushing to basically fight against these mandates so then it can get lifted. So that's just a little bit topic about that. Okay. So hold on, give me a sec. I'm gonna share with some people and you know save and I ask people to join in and we have a lot of topics to cover. By the way, check out my music Motion, right? It just was released. Motion Key Code just released. Key Code was re-released because what happened was it got so much traction and the distribution company had it in for 1 year. So I had to go and basically renew that 1 year to change it. And so now it's back. And so what I want to talk to you guys about is consistency. Now I have a lot of projects, right? That I told you I'm gonna release about 10 singles and 2 albums this year. And so far I already released 3 singles already. And I'm still working on my albums and of course, you know, fixing some of the audio and so forth, right? It's a project, right? But it's a year's project and you consistently work on it. And so that is one side. But I know that everybody wants to get back to work. They want the mandates lifted, right? And so right now, you know, the the mandates are in place until 31st until the mandates ease, right? And people get bored, right? And boredom sort of distracts you from being consistent in promoting or doing whatever you love to do. And so you got to focus, right? You got to do different activities. You got to set different goals, different boundaries, right? You got to set these goals and execute them one at a time, right? Because, I mean, we're living in a world where lots have changed quickly. Protests are fast. You know, people like musicians like myself, I realized that I have to, you know, release a lot more music because a lot more people are consistently listening to new types of innovative music. And I mean, that helps a lot of people get through the times, right? I mean, I don't know anybody that don't like music because there's so many variations, right? And so podcasting as well. Podcasting is more easier than ever. And so I have been doing a lot of podcasting too, episode after episodes, right? I think I'm on season two, episode five. And, you know, I mean, every season I talk about consistency and how important it is to put your best efforts forward. I mean, to be able to put your best efforts forward is the best thing you can possibly do because there's going to be days, right? You're not going to get the best results. What's it called? You're going to think, well, I should just close it in, give it up. I can't do anything, right? Things are not changing. But I encourage you to look at as an analysis, right? Look at it from a perspective of, a different person and see from a different angle because there's always something positive that you can take from this experience, right? And so when you know that, there's always positive things that you can, you know, how often and how much you do, right? If you consistently love what you're doing, if you remain hungry, meaning that you basically focus in on every detail of the matter, right? Because your brain is a computer. If you can get your body, to focus on what you have set out, whatever task you set out to do, then you're going to figure out all the roadmaps, all the kinks in the roads because you're so focused in the detailing. And so I encourage people to stay focused in what they are doing. Your energy, your consistent energy is important, right? Businesses in the world today have been fighting for survival for the past 3 years. And those who remain consistent, those who remain unique because they're consistent, that they're able to figure out different alternatives that others couldn't figure out. And so we need, as a society, to be consistent in every decision that we make. We cannot be divided because that's that's more problems. We have to be consistent and we have to be focused in everything that we're doing. Because face it, we humans are the rulers. We govern this earth and we are supposed to care for everybody, right? We are supposed to consistently take care of Mother Nature. Not just Mother Nature, but ourselves. Because we are all part of this circle that is bind together for eternity, whether we know it or we don't know it. As much people try, as much as people try to do different things, because everybody, you know, not thing, they might not have the same ideas. They might view things differently, right? And so that changes opinion. But we have to be consistent and firm with any kind of decisions that we make as a society because we all work together. See what I'm saying? Think about it. If truckers are going to Ottawa right now and they're protesting, right? Truckers' job and a lawyer or a doctor's job are on opposite sides, but yet they do the same thing. They save lives. They work in different fields, but what they do saves lives. So it's the same value. Though society considers them different, but due to your nature of your job would be your structure, right? Due to the fact that you chose a certain profession is why, you know, plan A will be good for you or plan A will be bad for you. And so they save lives, meaning if this protest goes on for however long, right, until they get some answers or they solve the solution, hopefully within 24 hours. But, we all know it's a little bit harder. But sooner the better because there's already famine. 2022 is a year that we have to be wise as a nation, right? We have to put a lot of, you know, things that, let's say, we don't see eye to eye, we have to put it away because it's not the time for that and fix the real solution, which is surviving as human beings. Because if there's no food on the shelves, then society, right, might find it difficult to survive because there's going to be a lot of starving people, especially, you know, especially the the less fortunate, the ones that, they go to food banks, homeless people, right? And regardless of what position everybody plays in society, we are still connected, you know? Jobs, doesn't matter what job you do, somehow, some way, you influence or you impact society in a positive way. And so if we don't have food, then how long can our nation survive for, right? How long will our peaceful country be peaceful again? Look around the world, right? They're not so lucky like Canada. We know this, but yet, you know, somehow, some way they manage to 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 put away their differences, right? In some countries, put away their differences and fix this issue. I mean, people are reversing mandates all around the world. This is the truth. And so, if they can do it, I think we can do this. We don't need to fight because, I mean, regardless if machinery will take over, right? This is facts. Machinery will take over and we will have to do something else. But until then, we still have to organize ourselves. We still have to talk. You know what I mean? Because they already have self-driving trucks, self-driving cars. They have all of that. And they've been testing, piloting. But regardless, we still need truckers. And not just truckers, right? We need everything about them because they are the reason why things flow. Hmm? If they all say, yo, we're not going across the border, and all of them are in agreement, sure, you might say, well, okay, we're gonna put in the army, but then for how long? Because the other things can be created, and that doesn't solve the solution. The solution is truckers going back to work, right? But they, I don't think that they should be frisked for things like that, because I mean they're driving how many hours? Sometimes days and weeks they're driving just so that they can meet a deadline. For us though, and we don't see it, we just go to the store and we just buy whatever, right? And even some of us, we complain about the taxes, right? But how do we get to do that if they don't get to do their job? Hmm? We need to be consistent. The truckers are consistent, right? Their job is essential. It's essential for the foundation of our society. We need change now. We do. You know what I mean? This is not even something politics should override. This is not a political thing. This is something that we need to be wise about because it affects everybody. There's no certain category or whether you're vaccinated or you're not vaccinated. It's still affecting you because you do go to the same grocery store, right? You might say, well, they prioritize them first. It don't matter. You get less food, and over time, it would affect you. So, regardless of where the effect is, the infection starts, you're still going to be affected down the line, right? We always say prevention, right, is better than the cure. Consistency, right, of flow through in and out the border is needed, is important, it's essential. If they stop, things will skyrocket. Inflations will kick in double what analysts are calculating. This is how society is. Huh? We need to save our society that we live in, or else we are in trouble, big time. I mean, it seems like everything is crashing. Hmm? Things go up, it goes down. Goes up, goes down. I wonder. Hmm? All because we fail to talk to each other with reason. Hmm? What is it that we're hiding? What is it that we're always trying to strive after? Hmm? Why we try to divert from, honest communication and always with the misunderstanding. Hmm. We need change now. Change needs to happen. Consistent change, you know, because we cannot. It's like we're putting ourselves as prisoners. Because if you do that to one human, it's as if you're doing it to yourself too, right? And so we have to see the importance of that. We have to see that it's beyond, you know, our what's it called? Our understanding, because we're always fighting. Hmm? We need to consistently get along with society, with ourselves. This is not a culture barrier. This is a humanity barrier, right? It's past. It's like saying we work towards the pedestal and then we administer the pedestal to everybody. And now we are forgetting that. The fact that we were consistent before pushing this type of agenda, equal rights, equality, you know what I mean? Right? Everybody has the right to be able to express themselves, know what I mean? In a lawful way, you know? All of that is like thrown out the window. You see what I'm saying? It's not good for us as a society to be always button heads. You know, you're hearing um consistently like fights over masks, mandates, mask, wearing a mask, or this person's not wearing a mask, or this person's not wearing a mask. Hmm? We need to figure it out, man. You know, we can't continuously slide down the slopes. I mean, time is still going. Time is something we cannot reverse. It keeps going forward, right? Time is always consistent. You can hold time to its job. The only thing is, we don't have enough time to live forever, physically. And so we have to make our time count. We can't spend our time, right? Fighting, agreeing and disagree all day. All day this is happening. All day kids are being confused. Hmm? Kids in society today, they're being confused. Their livelihood is being taken from them, right? How? Because we're not consistent with their schedule. Everything's changing. Hmm? We need a different strive. We need a different drive. We need to be, standing up, being motivated, right? I mean, hold on. All right? Standing up and being motivated. Right? So, hmm, that's how society is today. You know what I mean? So, I mean, look out for my, projects in a few weeks, right? I mean, if you don't know who I am, check out my link tree, right? In the link in my bio, right? On this YouTube channel, More Life Inc. Daylight. See what I'm saying? You can like, comment, share, subscribe, right? And be consistent, right? Don't forget, consistency is key, right? Continuously make plans to execute your plans so that you are successful in the long run. The life we live, right? You need to be motivated. You have to keep motivated. You have to keep being resilient because you are here for a purpose, right? Don't let life's matters affect your impact on society. Yes, it will attack you, and you don't know when these situations appear. However, you must also alterate the plans that you have in place so that your influence or your impact can continuously be consistent. That is how you must or try to live as a human being. You know, I mean, right now, January is done. February is a short month, right? Before you know it, winter's out the door. If you live in a cold country, if you live in a hot country, then, you know, dry season is around the corner where there's drought, right? It'll be more drier than ever. And so we know this is a rotation of things. But we also know that we have not been keeping up with the rotation of the world. consistently for the past 3 years. It's been on and off for everything. And so, of course, it's going to affect the economy as a whole. So, this is a famine that's not for one specific country, but it's a global problem. And we all need to do our part because this problem cannot be fixed without us putting in effort together, making a collective effort together to, make these things happen. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Subscribe, like, comment, share my content. And thank you for listening. Bye now. Have a nice day.